my understanding from Vivekananda, when he says about happiness, he says one of the secrets of work is to work as if you have full attachment to the work, but at the same time have that power to be completely detached. So when the time comes, you're able to separate yourself and not get pain from, say, losing a particular desire. How would this work practically? Say, for example, we take the example of working at a job. You've got to work, I suppose, selflessly, but then say you lose a job, you're not supposed to be affected by it or get sorrow from it. How would it work in this sense, practically?
First of all, Arun, you are like a son, so I'm a bit concerned. Your job is safe because the life is tough. The job is safe, Arun. Yeah, all right, thank God. I thought he's asking me from experience. He's undergoing a difficult period. He said, how do I handle it? So that worried me a little bit because somebody has to pay the bills here and we need Arun for that. That's a light-hearted answer. But the serious answer is this. You see, this is what Vivekananda is saying. He's saying that once the secret of work is this. You see, what we do is this. When we take on any activity, suppose, we are running Hindu Academy or Vivekananda Center, and we are planning, we are going to do so many youngsters will come for GCSE and A-level, and this is our objective and intention and all this. And then things don't work out. Something goes wrong or whatever happens, and and suppose instead of focusing that we are just doing what comes best as we can, without getting too attached to the actual activity. Suppose it didn't work, so be it. It should be that kind of detachment, if you like, that kind of aloofness. Now, when I say aloofness, this is what Swami Vivekananda said. He said, when you are doing your work, look, this is one of the key. Look, somebody else asked earlier about yoga. I said, unless your whole life is structured, disciplined, you won't succeed in yoga. In fact, the moment you close your eyes, you discover how disturbed you are. That's why you get irritated and say, why can't I meditate? Because you just discovered that you are in a mess. Everybody is in a mess. That's what we discover when we close our eyes. Now, this is what Vivekananda is saying. He's saying, look, this is yoga in daily life, in every instant of your time. He's saying that when you do any activity, however trivial it may appear, suppose you're in the office and you're answering your phone, or you are, doing a particular activity of, concluding a trade or whatever, everything you do, every instant of time, be so disciplined, so kind of awakened to the whole idea of your acting, that you do a thorough job, a very, a perfect job. So every small activity you do, however trivial it may seem, put your whole heart and mind on it. This is Vivekananda. This is what he meant. Put your whole soul in it. So action itself, the work you do itself becomes worship. You say worship, I was just doing a trade where somebody was trying to make $1 million or something. But how can I call it worship? It seems very secular and money-minded. No, but when you are performing, doing a certain activity, certain role you are playing in this game, you play your role fully. Have you noticed, suppose you see a play, you go to see a play, and when the actor puts himself in the role and participates as if he is that person suffering or going through a good period, the play comes alive and everybody gets engaged and the play comes out very well. This is what Vivekananda is saying. The play of life itself. Act your part as if it is your whole life. Put your whole soul in it. At the same time, just as the actor in the play knows that this is not really his real role, it is play acting. In the same way, manage to keep that distinction. It's a lovely example given by Ramakrishna. Of course, Ramakrishna trumps Vivekananda anytime when he gives examples. So he gave an example. He said, suppose you have a maid in your house. In India they have maids to look after the children. Suppose you have a maid in the house who is looking after your children. He'll pick up your little child and say, oh, this is my bachu, and swing him, lift him up and kick, throw him up and down and catch him and grab him and kind of embrace him. Oh, this is my bachu. And so, oh, look at the maid, she loves the child. The maid, while she's doing is saying, I've got my own bachu at home. This is just make-believe bachu. See, this is what Vivekananda is saying. When you are doing that job, put your whole heart in it. At the same time, keep a part of yourself detached, saying, this is play acting. My real home is somewhere else. My real thing is different. My real realm is different. This is how you can maintain a state of tremendous engagement in the work you do, at the same time a kind of aloofness that you need to develop. If both of these are possible at the same time, then you have succeeded in karma yoga in its true sense. When I do any activity, I do it rigorously and thoroughly. At the same time, I am not attached to it. Do you know what happens? Again, I'm quoting Vivekananda because I've got nothing better to quote. You live like as if you own the universe, and yet you desire nothing from it. You are not attached to any parts of the universe. Even though you feel you own it, yet you are not attached. If once you get attached to it, you become a beggar. Instead of being a king, you become a beggar. So do all your activity in your office, in your home, play act your part as a father, mother, son, daughter, whatever. At the same time, no, this is not real, this is play acting. My real home is different, it is the spirit. And this is this attitude of karma yoga that Swami Vivekananda promoted. And this is what Arun is talking about. You see, there's another thing that we discovered, say, from a modern psychologist, Jung. He said the most important activity any individual can carry out, look, this is a modern psychologist analyzing human condition. The most important activity human beings do, he said, is play. Play. Have you seen children playing? They are so absorbed. They are making a castle of sand on the seaside. Their whole being is absorbed. They are completely attached to it. And they build a castle. And their whole being is fully kind of absorbed in the activity. And after the castle is built, even before the waves come in, he kicks it and moves away and builds another castle somewhere else. This is what is meant. When you do that work, the castle must be perfect. Not because you're going to kick it and it's going to go anywhere, but while you're doing it, do a thorough job and then move away from it without any attachment. A child does it. That is why play is considered the most fruitful activity for human beings. In a way, it allows you to, in a way, reflect your independence of creation. That means you are something different from this creation, and in a way, the play acting, the play that you do, allows you to have an experience that you are different from the rest of the creation. You are actually independent. Even though you put your full effort in it, you are not doing half-hearted job, and yet you are not attached to it. You've got the detachment at the same time. So, we can use modern psychology. You can use the example of Sri Ramakrishna and the maid servant playing with your little child, saying, oh, my bachu, it's nothing of the sort. Or you can think about this marvelous idea of Vivekananda. Put your whole being into the activity you do at the same time. Then let go of the result. Because once you get attached to the result, saying, now this must happen, I must of course get bonus. You've done your job, you earn a lot of money for your company. Bonus, if it comes, good. If it doesn't come, doesn't matter. See, then you are detached. But if you got caught up with saying, oh, I did so much work, why didn't they give me a bonus? Then you become a slave. Then you become a beggar. Here you become a master. This is what is taught by karma yoga. Act thoroughly, rigorously, and yet be fully detached from all the activity you take on. This is true karma yoga.